Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Ask a Care Manager. My name is Ryan Obremski. I'm the Business Development Director, and I'm joined as always with Teresa Jackson, our Director of Care Management. Both of us work for EasyLiving. We're a home care and care management agency serving the Tampa Bay area for over 20 years. As always, the Ask a Care Manager series is brought to you by our friends over at Senior Living Resource Magazine and their website, seniorlivingguide.com, your one-stop local and statewide resource for all things senior housing and health. Anything from home care services like EasyLiving to assisted living facilities, memory care, senior wellness, and senior health. Check out Senior Living Resource Magazine and their website, seniorlivingguide.com. And if you reach out to them, they will send you their issue directly to your house via the mail. Teresa, welcome back as always. Thank you again for joining us.
Hello.
I'm glad to always have you. So, we always the reoccurring theme is with care managers and how they can help avoid a crisis. But there might not necessarily be a crisis, and someone might have some basic home care services set up. But there might be a need for some more to help them continue to avoid a crisis, and things change and conditions change. So I know you kind of have a care management real world example that you'd like to share with us, why even if someone has some help set up, why it might be beneficial for a care manager to still be involved at this point in time.
Yes, Ryan. So we have a client that has a little bit of home care through our organization, and then they also have a care manager that goes in to check on things on a regular basis, maybe once a week or every other week, just to see how things are going. And that's great because, like we've always talked about, it's about being proactive, trying to prevent a hospitalization or a crisis. And we always recommend start out small, have someone come in to provide maybe some light housekeeping or some assistance with chores for mom or dad or your loved one. And then if there is an emergency or a changing condition, then it's easier to increase that and bring that up to meet the needs at that time. And like you said, a real world example definitely occurred recently with one of our clients that we were just providing a little bit of care to, and she had a changing condition. And let me tell you, when you are above 90 or even 80, when you have that changing condition, things can change quickly. And you think, okay, well, she just had a slight change in condition. She went to the doctor prescribed a medication, and, so we're on top of things. But again, at those later ages, maybe even if it's a new medication, we don't know of the side effects that might occur. Someone may tolerate a medication better than others. So that's why, there was a change. So the care manager went in to see how things are going, and it was not going well. So we were able to make a quick phone call and say, okay, so, Mrs. Smith had a care partner coming in, 3 times a week just to help her out. So we need somebody 7 days a week. We need somebody right now to stay until past bedtime and come back in the morning because, she was having issues ambulating, getting up and going, from the bed to using her walker to the restroom, to toilet herself. And so I can't imagine. Well, I can't imagine because I've been there when there's no services set up yet. And then, maybe somebody comes home from the hospital, or maybe somebody, goes to a doctor's appointment and they get that new medication, and, mom or dad, they've never had any care in the home. It can be very challenging to say, okay, I'm going to bring someone in 7 days a week now.
Yep. Definitely. And it's, and by the way, everyone, Mrs. Smith was a pseudonym. We're not actually using.
We always pick on Mrs. Smith and Mr.
Yes,
Jones, don't we?
Poor Mrs. Smith and Mr. Jones. They're always picking on them. But yes. And, what's great is about having our team here at EasyLiving with the home care side. We have people here in the office 7 days a week, and they have extended hours. here in the office. So in this exact situation, the care manager on Teresa's team was able to make a quick phone call our office here and say, hey, we need someone over there right now, which is, we don't like to rush situations like that, especially for home care, but we understand the need sometimes. It needs to be an urgent situation. We just need to get one of our care partners over there immediately to help that client out. And that does happen.
Oh, it does. And I will often say to people when we're talking about, what kind of care does mom need? They're not sure. And I will say, well, I don't have a crystal ball, but I can tell you what most likely will occur. Mm-hmm. So in this situation, the regularly scheduled care partner was scheduled for tomorrow at 10. So I can guarantee you that when that care partner got there, they would have most likely found the client on the floor.
Yep.
And it would have, and maybe she would have gotten up in the middle of the night or the first thing in the morning to go to the restroom. That's the number one place that people fall, going from bed to the restroom. To the point is that, to the extent where the providers that provide the personal service or the personal emergency response systems, the little buttons, I've fallen in, I can't get up.
Yeah.
They might even recommend that you put one on the baseboard of the wall, the floor near the between the bed and the bathroom.
Absolutely.
That's where people will fall. And that's where our care partner would have found our client in the morning if we had not have been proactive, and now we're bringing someone in that'll be with her tonight.
I was just going to say that it might be a bit chaotic tonight,
Mm-hmm.
but at the end of the day, it's still avoiding the crisis of them going to the hospital because of a far worse situation. So, we preach the proactiveness both on the home care and the care management side. And that's something that's super important, that, like you said, ease into the care, ease into
Mm-hmm.
the help. So when that time does come for a larger number of hours or, a more complicated care need situation, it's not such a big blow to them or such an overwhelming situation to them.
Exactly. And this can be temporary. Hopefully it's going to be a temporary situation. And, when she no longer needs that amount of care, we can pull back. We can pull back to the 3 days a week. So, it's not permanent. And that's what I try to explain to people. It's just a temporary fix for a temporary situation, but it beats the alternative of going to the emergency room, having a hospitalization, and maybe not being able to come back home altogether.
Absolutely. Well, Teresa, thank you again for your insight. And again, always love the real world examples, because I think that really puts everything into perspective for a lot of families that are dealing with similar situations. So we thank you all for joining as always. Teresa, thank you so much again, and we hope to see everyone next time.